Namaskar. We know the names of ilayachi, Cardamom, ela, etc. There is hardly a person in India who does not know anything about ilayachi. He may have eaten it at some point or may not eat it, but there is a rare person in India who does not know it. When looking at the uses of this ilayachi, its quantity is very small. It is not consumed in large quantities. That is, its quantity is small. Most people have the impression that this ilayachi is good for taste. It is aromatic. Therefore, it is seen that it is consumed often. Although it is true that the ilayachi is aromatic, delicious, and will create a taste in the mouth, it is not used only because it is aromatic and delicious. However, we probably do not know this truth. Therefore, today we are going to talk about this item that is used in minimum quantity. First, let us see where ilayachi is used. Often the method of giving clothes, etc. after meals involves ilayachi. Another thing is that there are some dishes. Ilayachi is also used in these dishes. If it contains masala milk or if we want to make tea, then ilayachi is also added to the tea. After this, ilayachi is used in shrikhand, basundi, gulab jam, pede. If you are a non-vegetarian, the spice that contain ilayachi is most likely to contain more. Apart from this, the most important dish is the one that uses ilayachi in the species that we use for cooking. Of course, sometimes ilayachi is expensive, so it is quantity is less or it is not used at all. But the spice is an important substance in the kitchen and it contains ilayachi. We use all the above dishes. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that ilayachi is an ingredient in all those dishes. It is not just an aromatic or tasty part. Therefore, it is entirely reasonable to say that the properties of cardamom is also in small doses are beneficial to almost the entire body. And in fact, it is true, one of the reasons of not using ilayachi, which is often said, is that ilayachi is expensive. It is measured in grams in the market. It is true that ilayachi is more expensive than many other foods. Cardamom is more expensive than many other spices, but that doesn't mean it is unpalatable because its quantity is also very small. So if you have to take something in small quantities, there is nothing wrong with it. If there are better use for it, then it is necessary to consider it. We are doing that. We have seen the above information about which foods, diets we use ilayachi. The other meaning of this is that the ilayachi is something that should be consumed regularly because it is used in many foods. In short, ilayachi should be consumed regularly and it is not just considered delicious for the body, but it is important to see that it has some different properties. If you look at all the above food in which ilayachi is added, they are difficult to digest, that is, they are gurus and especially they are sweet in taste, and its previous consumption is likely to increase kapha. There is a possibility of digestion problems. Another meaning of ilayachi being added to all these dishes is that ilayachi is almost a master food It is most useful for digestive sweet food. This is certain, and therefore you must have noticed that it is consumed many times after eating this food in large quantities. Such the importance of the ilayachi itself is scientific. In many places in Ayurved, which is based on Indian philosophy, this ilayachi remedy has been used in many different medicines. Of course, just as we use this remedy in small quantities elsewhere, it has also been used in small quantities in medicine. The part of be told is that it has been used in many types of medicines. According to the Ayurvedic scripture, ilayachi is said to be a major substance for removing abnormalities from the head. It is called Shirovirechaka. This means the ilayachi can play a very important role in removing the diseases or symptoms that may arise in our head in the subtle way. Therefore, it is necessary to consume it regularly. Now, in the context of head diseases, we know that the mental disorders are closely related to head, and therefore the use of ilayachi in mental disorders can be considered more important. Therefore, ilayachi is very useful in mental disorders. If we consider the second part of head disease, due to the excessive eating or consumption of a guru food, symptoms such as laziness, sleepiness, etc. can occur. Food made with ilayachi or eating ilayachi are useful in getting rid of them. Therefore, ilayachi is taken after meals. Apart from this, if there is a disorder in the head, it is necessary to use ilayachi regularly to destroy it in a subtle way. It is important to consider the disease prameha or diabetes. This disease is caused by the kapha dosha, that is, the guru food, sweet food will be caused. If it is caused by the consumption of kapha causes, apart from the diagnosis of food materials and the digestion of sweet taste, the guru food must be digested. Therefore, the kapha dosha is digested well and kapha dosha not increases. Therefore, in prameha or diabetes, it is certain that we can benefit from the digestion of that kapha which can be formed or has occurred in the future. This ilayachi is used in the preparation of the liquid medicines Asava and Arishta described in Ayurveda. And since it is made among everywhere, it can be used in all types of diseases. The Ayurvedic medicine we know is Chavanprash. Ilayachi is also used in the Chavanprash. If its quantity is less or not done, then if we take it little ilayachi after taking avale like Chavanprash, we can get all the benefits of it. Ilayachi is fragrant and tasty, so it is given pleasure to the mind. The place of mind is said to be the heart. Therefore, ilayachi is useful for the heart. Due to the good digestion of kapha dosha, the amount of urine can be reduced. This is something that we can notice immediately after using ilayachi. If the amount of urine is increased, then if we use ilayachi once or twice a day, we can see the effect on it. It is important to include this ilayachi in our daily routine, which is needed in small quantities, costs more, but is cheaper than medicine definitely. Thank you very much. Subscribe it, share it.